guy, man, he's like the most passionate dude ever. Like his vibe just gets you excited about it.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Wax Gamer. My name's Dave, and I'm proud to bring you an interview today with Steve from NFTtrip.com and also Victor D'Amato from Sandlot fame. I cannot wait to talk to you about their exciting NFT collection. So, without further ado, let's hop into it. Mining all we can on the land. What's the plan when you got the TLM in your hand, huh? First of all, thanks for being here with us tonight, everyone. We're very excited to bring you this interview with Victor D'Amato. He's actually from the movie The Sandlot, if you guys haven't had a chance to check that out, and we highly recommend that you do. It's actually like an iconic movie, so if you have, I'm sure everybody's seen it, right? And we're also here with Steve from NFT Rip. Vic, you care to maybe introduce yourself to the audience for those who are unfamiliar with you and the projects you've worked on?
Sure, yeah. So I mean, The Sandlot is probably the thing I'm most recognizable for. Played Timmy Timmons, the older brother of the two. You remember there was the two brothers, and the younger one repeated everything the older one said. So I was the older brother. The vacuum scene, when all the vacuum cleaners explode.
I don't know about you, but I'm getting the heck out of here.
Yes, absolutely.
So I was the survivor of the great vacuum cleaner explosion of '62. But I've done a lot of other projects. I did tons of stuff as a kid. I was in Cool as Ice, which has got kind of a cult following now, the Vanilla Ice movie.
Cool as ice.
Drop it.
I was in Radio Flyer.
Oh, wow.
I was in Turner and Hooch. Was in tons and tons of stuff, man.
Great.
A lot of cool stuff. Yeah, I was very lucky, very blessed as a kid. I got a lot of work, and then I just I got a new film that's coming out. I think this month, or it'll be this month or next month. But written and directed by the great Glenn Danzig from the Misfits.
Oh wow! Awesome.
It's called Death Rider in the House of Vampires. It's a crazy, like, over the top vampire western.
Oh, sounds good. Sounds Tarantino-ish.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Yeah, and Danzig is in it. Eli Roth. It stars Devon Sawa. Danny Trejo's got a cameo. There's Fred Armisen. There's some cool cameos in there.
Great cast, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And okay, so for those who are unfamiliar with what's going on here right now, we have Steve here with us from NFTrip.com, and maybe he could kind of explain to us what you guys have collaborated on, a very exciting project. And I don't want to spill all the beans. So Steve, do you mind explaining to us exactly what's going on with this project?
Yeah, no, look, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Good Vibes Mining. Thank you, Dave. This is about, great time for me and Vic to, spread our good vibes onto you with respect to our awesome cards. They really turned out dope. I'm, really proud of our team. We collaborated, luckily, Vic and, Grant Gelt, they were, intricate parts of our, inspiration to do this. We came together. I'm at NFTtrip.com. This has been like a great 4, 5, 6 months for me. And, everything's really been, leading up to this drop. And, look, I think at the end of the day, this is really an amazing card set to have, to touch and to see with your, the digital assets that we have are really going to be quite spectacular when they get dropped on Tuesday. So do you want to know a little bit about like what type of cards they are? And
well, I want to know first what inspired the set, and then I do want to know a little more about the cards. Absolutely. And I'm sure the audience is dying to hear about this as well.
Yeah, well, so myself and Grant Gelt, who played Bertram, have been talking for years about doing some kind of project with, like, we have all these behind the scenes photos that our parents took when we were filming the movie, all of us from the cast. Really, really like amazing stuff, like super cool stuff that just like gives you a totally different perspective on the film. So we've always talked about how we could share that with all the fans. And when this NFT world just started blowing up, we were like, this is the perfect thing because, it gives control to the creators. And really lets us kind of have a more personal like experience of sharing it directly with the fans, which is super cool. We didn't want to just like turn it over to, the studio or somebody else, and then we have no idea what they were going to do with it.
Right.
So this was like the perfect opportunity for us to like do something really different and interesting. And what we did is we made baseball cards out of them. It was a obvious kind of thing with the Sandlot. It was a 1-to-1 sort of correlation there. So we go, yeah, let's make trading cards. We modeled them after, you know, kind of the cards that we grew up on, you know, the old Topps trading cards and stuff from the 80s and 90s. And so it's got a really cool look to it. And it's 40 different unique images. Some are like real true behind the scenes stuff, like the set with, you know, all the camera crew on it. We got a really great shot of like the tree house and Mr. Myrtle's house being built, which is really awesome. And then just like a lot of cool pictures of us and stuff on set, just messing around. And it's really fun. And I'm super proud of what we've done. I think people are really going to dig it. The cards, like you can flip them over. There's a back to them and it has like a little story on the back about the picture that's on the other side. I think people are going to dig it, man. I'm super proud of it.
I like that. So when you turn them over, it's just like an old trading card or something. It has a description on the back. It takes you back. Yeah, the nostalgic feeling. This sounds like an exciting set, guys. And I'm curious if you could kind of explain to the listeners like the types of cards that are going to be in the set, either Steve or you, Vic.
Sure. So there are 3 different rarity levels, you know, so it's 40 unique images and then 3 different rarity levels of each. So you have your base, and then there's like a foil level, which has got like this cool, like animated foil kind of sheen over it. And then the most rare are the signature. And they're super cool. Like they've got like a cool animation over it. And then like the signature is on the card. And if there's like a bunch of us in it, it's got like all the guys, there are 7 of us from the film that are involved in this. So, however many of us are in that card, it's got all the signatures on it. There's the Beast with the Beast signature card. I think that's going to be the hot one.
Right. So everybody wants to see the Beast, right?
Right.
How was it? How was it working with Hercules, the dog? Like, how was that?
I mean, it was, you know, it was great. It wasn't as much fun as like we imagined it was going to be because the dog's working. And so they don't want you really like bonding with it and stuff. Like, so we weren't really allowed to pet him, and they didn't want him distracted by us when he's supposed to be like doing tricks and stuff on set.
Right.
So like they just kept the dog isolated. There were 3 dogs actually.
Oh wow. Three dogs played the one dog.
Yeah, there was like a really big one that was just there whenever it had to be like huge. And then there was like a younger one that could do all the running when he's chasing Benny around at the end. And then there was a 3rd dog that was like the genius one that could do all the like really complicated tricks.
Wow, that is cool to hear. And so like with this project being launched, we know there's a lot of excitement around it right now. I've got to know this. Do you guys envision a series 2 of these cards?
Yeah, for sure. So series 1, we're calling it Opening Day. So it's really focused on like the early part of the film, you know, when the last day of school, even like some pre-production stuff. And then like that first kind of game that they play when Smalls shows up on the field for the first time. So it's all kind of centered around that. We have so many images that we were able to be selective. So yeah, we want to, I mean, if people like it, you know, if the fans are into it, we could do a series 2 and do like the pool scenes and we got the fireworks scene. We got all the chase stuff at the end. We got all the gadgets, like getting the ball back. That's my favorite part.
So at the time, was you a little upset when you didn't get chosen for the pool scene?
I think we all were. I mean, yeah, that was the one that we all wanted to do.
Right. That was the scene everybody wanted.
Yeah, we were all very jealous of Chauncey.
And Steve, how did you get into the NFT space, and where do you see the NFT space heading like within the next year and 10 years even? I'd like to know.
Yeah, you know, first I'm just going to say one thing. When I got involved in this, you know, Vic and Grant, you know, we're all in this together, and I will say that they take it so seriously, and it's such an honor to be a part of it. When they were doing the signatures, you know, they were like, look, if we call it a signature, it has to have a signature on it. And like, it was like really, you know, quite a work of, you know, I'd say perfection. And in so many ways, it turned out so dope. Anyway, you know, I got into the NFT space about, you know, 4 months ago, really trying real deep on NBA Top Shot. And I started really, you know, getting a lot of cards, like a lot of card drops, Nifty Gateway, stuff like that. But then, you know, about, you know, 3 months ago, it really just clicked on me, and I was like, look, this really is like the big great expansion of the NFT universe. I'm seeing like the most, like, I'm a collector at heart, so it all just made sense to me. Like, you are creating the unique digital asset with a built-in certificate of authenticity. Bam, here it is, and it's easily tradable. You know exactly what happened to it. And the things I'm seeing, like, you look at Alien Worlds, like, you're creating a currency, like a social currency, like what Good Vibes Mining did, and understanding it. It's just, it really blows me away how amazing, like, look at your community coming to us to like listen to us about our NFT drop, trying to spread the NFT love to everyone. I really, I love the good vibes about that. And I love, where do I see it going in 10 years? Look, I think it's a multi-trillion-dollar industry beyond, collections, beyond art. I think the ability to create from digits a unique asset, I think it'll just be, that's what you get with, your fries or, Monopoly. You get all these NFTs, like NFTs, like, I like Wax, Sandlot, the Boys of Summer stuff is on, Wax because, the environmental impact. And I really think, like, when you look at that, long term, I think once that's solved, which I think, Ethereum's solving it, whatever. But, once all that's solved and once all that bad press is done, hopefully in the next 6-12 months, I think it's like sky's the limit on this stuff, man. Everyone can do it. Everyone can, like, everyone's on their screens all the time. I think in 10 years, every kid's going to be on it. Everything you do will be tradable via blockchain, digital, unique signature. It's a no brainer. And I look at, I look at Good Vibes Mining, like, what are you guys doing? It's just so awesome. All of it just, good vibes, man. That's what I gotta say.
Absolutely.
Now you see why we're working with this guy, man. He's like the most passionate dude ever. Like, his vibe just gets you excited about it.
It does. It gets me excited.
I want to go buy some more Top Shot right now.
So you want some moments? You need some moments in your life,
man. Dude,
I have some. No, I got some. I got an Embiid. I got a Joel Embiid. I got a couple. My collection's not like his, but I got some Top Shot. I got a couple Nimoy shards. You know what I mean?
All right, good. What we're here for today, gentlemen, this is all fun, and we are so excited about the future. But what we are here for today is this exciting Sandlot NFT collection, this Boys of Summer collection. And I've got another question for you, Vic, if you don't mind. Give me one moment here. What was it like shooting the film for you? Like, how was that for you as a child that young? Was it an overwhelming and happy experience at the time, or was it like one of those experiences where, kind of looking back, you didn't realize how magical it was till it was over?
I mean, it was. We had no idea what the film was gonna turn into. That it was just going to become this classic movie that everyone loves so much, but we had the greatest time ever making it. I mean, I had done quite a few things before the Sandlot, and it was cool. And maybe you work with one or two other kids, when you're doing something, maybe you're the only kid, and then to get on something like this where it was like you're just playing baseball all day, and it was like you and 8 of your best friends just hanging out all the time. And as soon as we'd be done for the day and we wrapped, we would all go back, and we stayed in the same little neighborhood. They put us all up in like these condos that were all in this like complex together, and we just would hang out all night after that together, and then go back the next day and do it again. And we just happened to be also making a movie at the same time. For us, it was like summer camp. It was amazing.
That's great. I understand that it's been 28 years since the movie was released. How does it feel to still be friends with so many of the castmates almost 30 years later? And do you think the project has brought you guys like together more?
I don't know if it could bring us together, and it would. Like, we're all so close. We have just stayed so close over the years. It's amazing. I mean, we have like a text group, and we talk every day, all of us, and we make fun of each other. And we, when we get back together, it's like we're 12 years old all over again. Like, everybody is the same guy that they were back then. And it's just really super cool.
So we can revise the end of the movie then. One kid never actually moved away at a time, right? Like, you guys are all still together.
Yeah, no, I mean, all the guys are just really awesome. So I think we're lucky.
What is Benny the Jet up to nowadays?
Benny is a firefighter.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's a firefighter out here in the greater Los Angeles area.
How was it working with James Earl Jones?
That was the coolest thing ever. I mean, I was, I grew up in the 80s, so I was just like the biggest Star Wars fan ever. Still am. And to work with Darth Vader was like a dream come true.
Right?
I remember the first day that he showed up on set, he was only there for a day. They had to film all his stuff in one day. It was like a 12-hour day for him, and he was just in and out. That's all they could get him for. So I was up at the top of the treehouse, on the platform at the top of the treehouse. We were filming another scene, and we had earphones in, like just like a hidden earbud, so the director could talk to us from the ground. And all of a sudden, through the earphone, I hear Darth Vader's voice coming through, and we all just look over the railing, and there's James Earl Jones standing there on the ground. It was like amazing.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Now you distracted me. I got caught up in the story there for a minute, but what is, I feel like a kid again myself being here. I'm not going to lie. I mean, anyone who is around our age, I'm sure certainly does right now as well. This is a very exciting moment for me being here with you. I wanted to ask you though, what is your favorite scene that is being made into an NFT, and why?
Oh man. My favorite scene from the movie isn't in this set. It's going to be in the next one. But my favorite one that's in this set, I think, is probably the one. It's not actually a scene from the movie. It's the one where you see the treehouse in Mr. Myrtle's house being built. To me, it's such a cool shot because it's from like outfield in the Sandlot, or from maybe like second base. And you just see like the fence. There's no fence. The junkyard behind his house is like totally clean. Both of the houses are just like brand new wood, because they built both of those houses from the ground up. And that tree house, that tree wasn't even there. They brought it from the other side of town and planted it. They covered it with thousands of plastic leaves and then built that tree house inside of it. So it's a picture of that being done.
Wow, that is awesome. And for those who are interested out there, guys, can you please let our audience know where they can find out more about this exciting collection?
Yeah, boysofsummer.cards is that's our site, and you just go there. And,
it's actually in the chat, and I actually have a bunch of questions for you, Victor. Some really cool ones inside our chat. But everyone, if you look inside the chat associated with Zoom, you can't type. We've had too many issues with that, but there's a couple hyperlinks there. We can get to where the questions are being asked, and you could also see the link to the website to get to the packs. But Victor, I got some really good ones. Were there any fights between the cast that had some impact during the shooting that you can remember? I mean, it was a bunch of kids.
No. Well, we were all like brothers on the set. So just like brothers, we would get into it with each other, and we would, get into fights, and then we would, like, 10 minutes later, we'd be best friends again. So no, that stuff happened all the time. I don't want to, I don't know if I should name any names. I got into it with somebody. So there are a few things that happened on set, but nothing that affected the filming.
You don't want to feel the wrath of the great Hambino. That's what it is, brother. I think that's what it is right there.
Someone wants to know what the box on the top of your shelf is. The shelf behind that.
So this one right here.
It's glaring, they said. Yeah.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
get a little shot.
That's a shoebox, and the top of the shoebox is a picture of all of the guys from the Sandlot. It was the press kit that they gave out when the movie premiered.
Oh, that's
so yeah. So the shoebox it's filled with, like, there was like a pack of cards in there, and there was like a baseball bat pen and all kinds of stuff. There was a dog leash on there that said the Sandlot on it. So I still have all that stuff, and then that's the box.
You have your PF. Is that PF Flyers? I see.
Those are autographed PF Flyers right there. The set. There's a PF Flyer pennant right there. I got my. This is the director's chair. This is my director's chair from Sandlot. So it says Sandlot right there. It's got my name on the other side.
That is awesome.
Mm-hmm. And then the rest of this is mostly Eagles and 76ers stuff from players that I was.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear the Eagles part. No, I'm just.
Oh no! Who's your team?
I like Cincinnati. So.
Oh well, there's no direct competition there. That's
yeah,
fine.
we're good. We're good. We're fine.
Yeah.
The call can continue.
I had Burrow on my fantasy team last year. I wish he
I
would.
can't wait till he
stuck
gets
around.
back. I can't wait till
Yeah.
he gets back. Sorry, Josh. Go ahead.
Oh, no worries. They want to know if you have like what your favorite memorabilia. I know you have a ton of it, but are there any baseballs or bats or what's the couple things you have from it that you
Yeah,
you're like
I got-
NFT infuse value based on what they
I got a couple things.
What's your, like,
Hold on.
personal NFT that you got from that moment.
All right, can you hear me? I just switched
Yes.
to this mic.
Yep. We're all good.
All right. So I got. I like this. This one's pretty cool. This is my pop. The Beast.
Oh, that's awesome.
Got the whole cast on there. It's got Wendy Peppercorn signed that, so that's pretty good.
A little bit of consolation for you.
My, and then this one's pretty cool. I like this one a lot. So this is a ball that's signed by the whole cast. James Earl Jones is on here. Dennis Leary, the director, the producers, the cinematographer, all the major department heads. Pretty much everybody that made that movie possible is on that ball.
That's awesome.
Pretty cool. Dude, that's about all I got.
That's all you got.
If you want to, this is really awesome. I'm super psyched for this. I mean, I'm like a sucker for things that when I watch them, they make me cry. I mean, your movie, I watched it yesterday and I cried. Like,
He did. He cried
and,
a lot.
and the dog, I have to get the dog basically. After watching it a couple of times, I hope there's more than one of the dog.
You're gonna have to get that NFT.
The one thing I was going to say is I'm probably a little older than you, maybe, but those vacuums that you had back then that you destroyed in that scene, they were like Electrolux vacuums. And like when I was a kid, if I broke the vacuum or I touched the vacuum or something bad happened to the vacuum, like I would have been killed. Like the fact that I saw those vacuums go up like that, I was like, oh my God, I'd be like sleeping on my floor for, it was different times.
Yeah, they destroyed a lot of those vacuums in the movie.
So was the ball really autographed? No, I'm just joking. I know it was.
I mean, it was not the one that got chewed up and stuff, but the ball, like when he swipes it, like the ball that is on display is actually a Babe Ruth ball, and the Murderer's Row ball at the end of the movie is real.
How is Patrick Hamporter today?
Pat's good. He's like he's all over the place. Pat's not hard to find. He's on socials and everything. He's all over there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Pat's
good
doing
deal.
great.
Good deal. Steve, we're gonna wrap it up here in a moment. Do you have anything you'd like to say before we close?
Yeah, look, I appreciate everyone. I appreciate, again, Good Vibes Mining. I love it. I love everything you guys do. This is a great collaboration. And I love how much you love this movie. I love it too. I love Vic. It's great cards. You guys should definitely buy some. And it's a time limited release. It's over tomorrow at midnight Pacific time. And look,
Yeah, that's right.
I'm stoked. I bought some. I'm looking forward to opening them. And look, signatures. Remember, super, super, super serious.
I'm looking forward to getting mine as well, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, in an unprecedented move, the cast of The Sandlot has reunited to launch their own line of digital baseball cards, and this is celebrating the 28th anniversary of the theatrical release. This collection features previously unreleased behind-the-scenes photos taken by family members on the set of the iconic film. The cards will be released in NFT non-fungible token format on the Wax blockchains in collaboration with Pink Network. And Series 1 of the NFT packs are currently on sale through Monday, April 19th, 2021 at 12 a.m. Pacific, and that's 7 Pacific time.
Right.
For more information, check out boysofsummer.cards. Vic, do you have anything to say before we wrap it up, brother?
Well, I wanted to actually know a little something about this Alien Worlds because I don't really know what is going on here. It sounds super interesting to me. I'm into the NFTs. I've got my NFT collection and stuff. I'm into gaming big time. So this sounds like a perfect thing for me, and I don't really know a whole lot about it. So y'all are mining Bitcoins or Dogecoins or something.
No, no.
I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
kidding.
it's
But I do want to
Dogecoin.
know about it.
It's just Doge. It's just Doge all day. That's no. It's okay. So it's a there's 6 DAOs in this metaverse. It's basically a digital reality, if you call it, that exists inside Discord and Telegram and other places. And of course, in the game's UI, you have to combine that with the Atomic Hub marketplace and the Alcor exchange to really fully experience the game's economy, I would say. In this game, you're mining and collecting Trillium. Your tools that you use in the game are NFTs. You can purchase those on the Atomic Hub, or you can get lucky and mine them during the game while mining. Each plot of land that you mine on has different modifiers that produce more Trillium or more NFTs, depending on, what, if you're wanting to gamble or just play safe and get the Trillium. Now, within this world, there's about a little over 3,000 pieces of land which are tradable on the market as well, and that's what holds the value. When a miner mines on your land, you receive a percentage of what they mine. And of course, a lot of lands on Good Vibes Mining's he keeps them at like 0% because he's all about giving back to the community. And basically, though, aside from all of that, that's kind of the general mechanics of the game. But what's really cool and really important about the game, for if anyone's listening who hasn't ever checked it out, it's the communities, and it's the coming together of people that happens, and you kind of form clans, if you will. But for the most part, everyone's generally trying to work towards a common goal of just doing better. And it almost reminds me of like another industrial revolution where we could kind of build a world that we want to see. I guess that's a good way to sum it up.
Cool. Oh, sign me up. Sign me up. Let's do this. I'm ready.
Great. We'd love to get you in there, brother.
Cool.
I'm sure we can chat more about it here soon. I can shoot you some links, whatever you need to get started.
Absolutely.
Josh, do you have anything to say before we wrap up?
I think we're good. Thank you guys so much for coming. We're
Totally.
doing one next week with the guys from Star Cards. I'm sorry everyone could just listen to us and not speak, but we tried that once and it turned out not to work too well. Anyway, we'll be in touch, and happy times in the metaverse, guys.
And quickly, before everyone goes, the initial collection does consist of 40 cards. Each card comes in 3 rarity types for a total of 120 cards in Series 1. And the drop probabilities are 79% of a base card. You have a 19% chance of landing a full card. And of course, what we're all shooting for is those signature full cards at a 2% drop rate. And we have the purchase information available in the chat for you guys to check those out as well.
Sweet.
Awesome. Thanks. And I know, so this one is really like US based. The movie's US based, and that's why it's trading in dollars on the website. But I'm sure they're going to end up on Atomic right after the packs actually get distributed. So,
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Sounds great, guys.
Awesome, guys. Thanks everyone for coming. We'll speak to everyone soon.
Thanks for coming, guys, and thank you so much for having us.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Steve,
Yeah.
Vic. Appreciate it, gentlemen. We'll catch up with y'all soon.
Awesome.
Have a good night, guys.
Thanks for joining us today for this interview, and you can always catch us on the web at waxgamer.com. Catch up with everyone soon. Mining all we can on the land. What's a plan when you got the TLM in your hand, huh?